Is MAGA dead? That's what we're going to talk about today after Donald Trump went on Fox News and said, H-1Bs are good. We got to have them. We got to have 600,000 Chinese students. And everybody after that is like, MAGA's dead. It's over.
I was first in line.
CJ was first in line. So is it dead? Is it really dead? That's what we're going to talk about. Welcome to Contramundum.
The American Revolution, in other words, is never finished. It must always be renewed.
Greater love than this hath no man, than that he lay down his life for his friend.
What if it's not envy?
We must take back our cities, and take back our culture, and take back our country. God bless you, and God bless America.
Yes, hello. We are broadcasting in portraits.
Why?
It changed. No, we're in landscape and portraits. So turn your phone to the side. Apparently.
That's retarded.
Yeah,
it's over.
It's definitely over.
MAGA's dead.
Yeah, it's definitely over now.
Mic off.
Mic is off.
Oh, here we go.
What? Is this on? Can you hear us?
Me? Last week's episode
was great. We're going to have to sit closer.
So we need to sit in the middle. We need to scoot our whole
I'm going to sit right over
Why
here.
don't we just cancel the stream and then just go horizontal?
No, because then I have to remake it all. Like we're not doing that. Anyway.
Well, then angle the camera toward me.
You never talk anyway, so.
I know, that's perfect. I'll just mouth it, and people can guess. Nobody can hear us anyways, right now?
No,
right?
They can hear us.
Can't see.
You only got one? Is his can hear, can't see. Okay.
Can you hear both of us? That's the question.
Is his mic on? Is the volume down?
Is my mic on?
I mean, I know he doesn't talk very much, but we gotta get the mic on him here. Otherwise,
I can see you.
I actually have a shock collar on CJ.
People are saying they can hear both of us.
Like Hassan Piker's dog. And so if CJ, the one or two times he tries to talk, I just zap him.
I know.
Somebody I think caught that. Maybe Phil Williams caught that. I don't know. That's gonna be on the news. All right, man. So is MAGA dead, CJ?
The question is, what was MAGA? Rest in peace.
No, like that's not. You can't answer my question with another.
There was
question.
A FOIA request. Did you see this? On the 500,000 deportation, there's a FOIA request to verify that.
Oh yeah,
and the numbers came back at 300,000.
Wait, so somebody did a FOIA request to verify the deportation numbers,
and they came back like half.
They were different.
How does that make you feel?
Did
you see my post where I said I was going to start like dark posting and post more coal?
Get that off of there. Megan's not dead. I'm going to defend. Did you see my post? I'm all alone here in this.
Right now, the chat is on my side.
Oh, this is a good. Is Hassan getting 7,000 for every pro-Chinese post? Hello. Well,
is Andrew Isker getting 7,000 for every pro-MAGA post?
Yeah, maybe I should. I'd love to. I've been doing this for free my whole life.
The last true believer.
Yeah, I am that Japanese soldier standing at his post. 30 years after the war ended. No. But did you see like Hassan?
I have
Piker?
a present for you, by the way, but you can open it next week on the stream.
Hassan Piker is represented by this talent agency, and the agency itself is like super pro Israel, which is really funny.
It is funny.
Like it tells you how fake like lefty stuff is. But anyway, MAGA, you think it's dead? A lot of people think it's dead.
Or, more concerning, like MAGA was always bound for this. This is like the Daryl Dow's listening to this, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know Daryl probably.
He's been taking victory laps. Let me just say, I'm going to come in the middle, and I'm going to say,
you're the moderate centrist.
I'm going to say,
question.
This is what we always needed Trump to be, is this midway point between what's really necessary and between where we are and what Kamala Harris would have been.
Oh, definitely.
He serves a function.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. I think
we've been saying this since last year.
Yeah,
Donald Trump is not the hero.
Since before he was reelected,
Donald Trump is not the Protestant Franco, but he is the necessary bridge.
Well, and so the way I look at it is because I think a lot of people are thinking like Trump is insincere in his desire for, restricting immigration and so forth. I mean, some of it is like you look at his 2016 like campaign website had all sorts of stuff about H-1B, right? And showing how
You're
it's a
gonna
huge
love this gift.
it's a huge scam. It is.
I'm buying you a gift live.
Oh, you're ordering it right now?
Mhm.
They're all very like they knew what was going on with the legal immigration scam. And so, it's like, well, what changed? I mean, I think some of it is simply when you're pursuing this course of action and we would like yesterday, for all visas to be canceled, calling the military up and going house to house if you have to deport people, like get the illegals out, get most of the legals, right? Most of the legal visa holders that are here to do labor arbitrage for giant corporations and take jobs away from young Americans, particularly young American men. Like we would like that to end immediately. And Trump wanted it to end in 2016. Like that's what his campaign was on. But some of it is, right, you're running into the realities of the system, of what you would like to do and what you actually are able to do. I mean, I think that's a major part of it. And it isn't even just like, oh, well, you don't have the will there to do it or whatever. It's like, no, you have to make lots of deals in order to keep all the plates spinning. You have to make geopolitical deals, right? You have to make deals with very powerful, wealthy people.
So the counter to that is why make the deals? Why not just declare a state of emergency and do whatever you want? If it's really that big of a issue.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what 75% of the Zoomers are saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I agree. Like that's what I would want to do. But I don't think you
Have
you
the
can.
will.
Well, I think that like, does the public have the will? Maybe.
No,
I
agree with that. The
A
public does not
segment
have
of the
will.
public has the will, but the political class absolutely has no will for it whatsoever. And so much so that like if you did that, like let's just like
okay, but like why?
let's game theory that out. He declares a state of emergency
Yeah.
and goes and rounds up illegals and deports every non-citizen. And
So
everything.
here this is
Right. What would happen? Like he immediately would be impeached and thrown out of office. Like he would be. Like that's what would happen.
By who? Who would throw him out of office? Who would physically go in and do that? And does the Secret Service have the will to say no? That's what people are asking for.
Yeah, I think they absolutely would.
They're saying the radicalized Zoomers are saying, why not just go all the way then?
Yeah.
We either have a country or we don't.
That's a much more depressing answer, honestly. Because like we don't. Right. We don't.
What did I say? Oh, we had a bet going.
We're under foreign occupation, man. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right. What was the bet?
Do you remember the bet? It was
no, I don't.
It was on my birthday. It was on Wednesday. We made the bet. It was $100. Remember?
$100.
I said within 1 year something was going to happen, and I'm the black-pilled one. And I said within 1 year.
Oh yeah. And I'm the one that said no. Yeah, that's right.
So are we gonna
talk about your bet?
Are we gonna publicize this bet?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, let's do it.
I think we should publicize it. I'm going to be asking for
so by November 12th
for
2026
to pay this off.
By November 12th, 2026, I say yes.
By your 39th and final birthday.
Ilhan Omar, by my 39th final birthday, Ilhan Omar will be deported.
Yeah, you say yes, I say no.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think she will be.
There it is.
Right. Yeah, talk about being black-pilled, man. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Because it's gonna be like a red meat. It's gonna be a bone that's thrown out for us.
Maybe. I mean, that'd be.
Well, that's my bet.
Yeah, that maybe. Actually, like that's more black-pilling that you think of it in those terms, right? But no, I think that. I mean, the question of MAGA is, just even like the phrase itself. right? You want to make America great again, right? It's implicit in the statement is like it's something that is capable of being made great again, right? It's a reform movement, right? It's not fundamentally revolutionary, even though it appears, it
true.
presents as
MAGA
revolutionary.
is not revolutionary.
But it's preserving.
It's reformist
Yeah, it's
in the
preserving the
most
system.
dead end way possible.
Yeah.
It's reformist.
Yeah, it's like trying to revert things back to like pre-NAFTA, right? Early 90s, right? That's kind of the vision. And so is that dead? No, I think it's still chugging along, man. And the question though, I mean, if that's the goal, if that's the vision, then that's what they're pursuing. But no, I think like you look at it, I mean, just even the interview. Did you watch the interview or just the clips?
I just post headlines.
Yeah. The clips are pretty bad. You know what? I have a theory
Okay.
about this, and maybe I'm just too schizo for the rest of the world. But right, it's interesting. Like Fox News, owned by Rupert Murdoch, is not like our friends, right? They're not.
That's your theory?
Despite that's not my. That's
Okay.
This is known, right? This part is known. Like Fox News is bad,
Yeah.
right? Like they are.
It's pretty schizo, man.
They are an outfit that is like to contain the American rights, and like everybody's known this for quite some time. I mean, totally in the tank for the interests of Rupert Murdoch and the associated people. I mean, chief among them is a small little country on the Eastern Mediterranean, right? That's a big reason why Tucker Carlson's not there anymore. Even though he's criticized, it was over Ukraine.
Tucker Carlson.
We'll get to Tucker in a second.
All right.
Hold that thought.
Well, that's part of all this, though.
It is. That's what I'm getting to. Just it's going to take a minute to set up. A few minutes. And I know we're pressed for time today. But don't you find it interesting that for like the last 30 years, Fox News, and now it's like wall-to-wall coverage of H-1Bs, right? That's the other thing. All they want to talk about is H-1Bs. For the last 30 years, they love visas. I mean, the talking point of like establishment GOP people for our entire lives is, no, we're against illegal immigration, but we love legal immigration. We want more legal immigration. And then all of a sudden,
who's that governor, the guy who's endorsed by Trump or DeSantis?
Byron Donalds.
Yeah. He's still echoing that. Insane.
Yeah. And he's not endorsed by DeSantis.
Okay.
He's not.
We're off air.
What happened now?
Gotta touch the camera.
Oh my goodness, man! All these problems. So anyway, Byron Donalds, yeah, he's lousy. He's terrible. Maybe we'll get his opponent, James Fishbach. Fishback? Is it Fishback?
Is he running
Fishbach
for governor?
Well, he hasn't. I don't think he's announced yet.
Sorry,
but I think he's gonna.
Exclusive news.
Oh,
he's running for governor.
You just saw that?
Okay.
You're just making it up. I mean, I think he's gonna run, yeah. But anyway, right. Fox and like establishment GOP, legal immigration. We love H-1B. We love it. Why do they do that? Because it's like
it's safe.
It's the free market, man. We love the free market and the GDP going up. So let's import all these people from China and India to take all the tech jobs. And
the cool thing is, I think they know, or they better know, that narrative doesn't work anymore either.
I don't think that's it. Like they'll lie through their teeth about stuff that doesn't work anymore. It doesn't matter, right? The reason why they flip on a dime, and it reminds me so much of like March of 2020, because all of the media until like the first or second week of March of 2020 was like, you remember what they were saying? If you're worried about this virus that they're saying is out of China, then you're racist. Right? You remember that? That was the thing. If you're worried about this virus, you're a racist. And so, you know what I thought is, holy smokes, if there was going to be a pandemic that killed like 1 billion people, what would they tell us? That you're racist for caring about it, right? So immediately I thought,
I fixed the live stream, I think.
this is real, right? This is real. We thank you, CJ, with your technical expertise. This is real. So I was out there, buying like multiple cartfuls of groceries and like, preparing for the apocalypse, like weeks before all the TV watchers did. So I didn't even have to do it. I was way ahead of them. The prices were way cheaper. I had plenty of toilet paper. And then on a dime, boom, they flip. And they're like, actually, you're all going to die. And so, you know what I thought because of that? It's like, well, this is fake. This isn't real. This is no big deal. And so it reminded me of the exact same thing. For 30 years of visas, we love you, legal immigration. We love work visas. We love the H-1B. And then on a dime, they're like, because it isn't just Fox, there's also CNN is talking about this. Right. Why? Right. Why? And I think the reason why is you didn't listen to our episode last week, even though it's the best episode of Contramundum we've ever had. It would have been even better if you were there. I'm not saying it's because you were gone. But right. What I think is happening is the coalition, the venomous coalition has decided we can destroy MAGA. Right. We can destroy.
I think they can.
Yeah. If we are not going to be the top priority of MAGA, of the American right, then we'll blow it up. And so what do? They send Laura Ingraham out there to do a hostile interview of Donald Trump. Right. And whenever he's gone on Fox, right, he gets interviewed by Bret Baier or Laura Ingraham or the Italian gal on Fox Business. What's her name? I can't remember. Maria something or other. With the glasses, and the New Yorkie accent. It's always like really friendly. It's always like, oh, President Trump, we love you. Tell us how you're making America great again. Tell us how everything is awesome. Right. Well, Laura Ingraham comes in and she's like, H-1Bs, right? We got all these H-1Bs. Are you gonna stop them? And he's caught completely flat-footed and has no answers. And he's 79 years old now. He's not as good at BSing as he used to be. Right. So what does he do? He fumbles around and he says, well, we don't have the talent to do these things. And even though like the larger context of the interview of his answer is like, yeah, we do need to like wean corporations off of these things, but we don't have the talent right now to do it, which is, I mean, it's not true, but the reason why the H-1Bs are a thing is because of deals that were made with the Indian government.
Correct.
That's why.
Correct.
Because Donald Trump doesn't want the Indian government to be like, hey, China, we want to be your best friends now and create a block, right? Strengthen a monetary block between the two countries.
Correct.
Which that is the thing that's like will destabilize the entire system.
That is the whole situation distilled.
And so the Chinese student visas is the same thing.
And the entire global like economic system could collapse if we renege on the India deal.
Yes.
And some of us are saying worth it.
That's right. That's right.
Man, that's very true. And people don't realize it's not that easy. Like that's the thing. So it's not that easy. And they literally like the entire economy could implode if people abandon the dollar and all that.
Yeah. So he has that on the one hand that he's trying to preserve.
Yeah. Some of us are saying base.
And it's like, well, maybe we should have, the whole system collapse, but I'm maybe you're there. I'm not there. And
I hope Gary's watching this.
Yeah, I hope he is. He's like, what? I've been there my whole life. But the other side of it is the same thing with China, with the Chinese students. It's like Donald Trump does not want 600,000 Chinese spies in the United States, right? He's not an idiot. He knows that it's not good, but why did he do it? Right. And he gave some like stupid answer to Laura Ingraham, but why did he do it? It's because, right, this was a negotiating peace with the Chinese, right? There are all these minerals, right? Rare earth minerals that we need access to that we don't have. I mean, this is why like Greenland and all these other things are a thing.
Yeah.
Is because right they can withhold that.
Let me just say something to those who want the crash like I do.
Yeah.
It's actually not that easy either, because when that happens, the same bad people can buy it up for nothing.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, we could be in a much worse situation if there's a total complete monetary collapse globally. And
we are not prepared. We are not prepared for that situation.
No,
militarily.
Militarily, I mean, even
politically,
even like individually as people, right? If you have conditions that are significantly worse than the Great Depression, right, like millions of people will die.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, like the Chinese student, like that's the deal is like, all right, we're going to withhold access to these resources that you don't have, but we'll give them to you if you let the students in.
Yeah, they're doing
right.
Like
That's what happened. And he's not going to say these things. He's not going to say, well, that was actually, China had some leverage on us and we had to make some concessions to them. And the same thing with the Indian government. We had to make because the whole point, like the Indian government or India as a country has all of these people and like no jobs for them. And so what do? It's like, oh, well, you just export all of these laborers and our unemployment rate goes down. And now you have a diaspora there that's sending all this money via remittances back to India. Like their whole economy functions because of remittances from the United States and from Europe and from Canada. So anyway, like there's like complex geopolitics involved in this that it's not like you can just press a button and make these.
I agree with all that. And for people that are saying, let's just have a greater depression, who cares? Which I lean that way, like by personality. People know this about me.
Yeah.
However, the great disposition could get even worse if that happens.
Yeah.
Like if we're not prepared to act militarily in that situation, that's a judgment call. And if the military is not ready, you could be dispossessed even worse. And so you have to be prepared. I would think that they want to be ready for that situation. There are people like Stephen Miller that want to be ready for that position, but you have to prepare for it. And that might take 2 years if you want to prepare for it.
Yeah. And so this is the reason why like the first year of his administration has been entirely devoted to foreign policy and not just in terms of trade, but also shoring up American power and relationships globally. And so it's like, I look at it and it's like, okay, like you still, right, you have this global empire, right, whether you want it or not, right? We were like, yeah, I don't really want it, right? I it's not good, but if you just give it all away or let it fall apart, right, your country is in the position of Russia in the 1990s.
Well, that's what I was thinking, like with the Nigeria thing. I don't think it's some purely like humanitarian move. It's geopolitics.
There never are pure humanitarian moves for anything.
No, those are all, it's all a veil. It's the same in the Civil War. It's all a veil for politics, deep politics.
Yeah, like the American Civil War.
Yeah.
That was an economic war.
Yes.
Like
everything
fundamentally.
Is. Everything is.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we need to destroy the South over
because of the moral concerns of slavery.
And it's like, no, that's not.
That was a political judgment.
It's like, no, we need to destroy the South because
I don't want to get distracted. But anyway, that's the point. That's how it always is. Like we didn't act, regardless of what side you take on World War II. It wasn't actually this humanitarian thing. It was a political judgment. It was a clash of interests, of economic interests, of political interests.
Yeah, what it was. I mean, it's
the same thing in Nigeria.
Yeah, with Europe, it was like we cannot allow Western Europe under Hitler, or if Britain was the one that was conquering all of Europe, right? Whomever, we cannot allow Western Europe to be a global superpower, right? That will threaten us, right? That's why. That's why it was done. It wasn't like, oh, we just don't like this. It's like, no, it's never that.
It's never.
There are never these like moral concerns in great power conflicts. So anyway, I see. So I view it as you're bumping into like geopolitical realities that that force your hand in certain ways, but then also also it's like, okay, you have all of these powerful financial interests, and you're trying to pursue a course of action that's good, that's the best for the American people. And can you just, lop the head off the snake right now, all in one motion immediately, or do you have to take what you can get when you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, it's like
people don't want to, like, that's a good analogy, because what people don't understand is we only have the capacity to log off one head off of a multi-headed snake.
Yeah.
And if you make a mistake and you lob off the wrong head, the other ones are going to devour you. That's
right.
what people don't understand.
Yeah, that's what you're dealing with. And then on top of that, I mean, part of it too is like it's like calling plays in a football game, where it's like there are a lot of people that are like, why don't you just throw it deep every single time and try to get a touchdown every play? And it's like, well, then you're going to lose the game. Like, you're going to get picked off. It's going to be over. You have to take what the defense gives you, right? And you keep moving the ball up the field more and more and more, and you eventually get in the end zone. And that's what I see this as. You're taking, I mean, because some of it too is like, on the one hand, that's right.
Finally joins the show.
Finally, we're all gonna make it here. But you do have very positive developments, like OPT is about to be shut down.
What is? I didn't hear about this.
It's I mean, it's basically the policy system wherein like student visas get transformed into work visas, right? So I mean, and Trump kind of does this, where like publicly he'll signal one thing,
he'll fake confusion,
but then privately, like what he actually does is the opposite of that. And yeah, so I think good things are still going to happen with this, but the concerning thing to me, the concerning thing about all of this isn't even like Trump himself, because I look at it like nothing's changed, right? He's just still taking what the defense gives him constantly. What has changed though is the never Trump GOP political establishment. They all of a sudden, after spending their entire careers screwing the American people, all of a sudden have just, like Nikki Haley, for instance, all of a sudden decide H-1Bs are bad, right? Like that, right? All of a sudden they're like, oh,
because midterms are coming up.
Well, because midterms are coming up, but also because they see blood in the water and a way to split Trump's base, like to destroy it, right? Divide him from his base. And it's so cynical. It's so obvious that that's what they're doing. And it's like, okay, like a lot of people are like, well, I don't trust Trump. He's not doing enough, things like that. And I get that. I totally get that. But right, it's a binary choice, right? You trust him, who hasn't delivered as much as he said he would, and so on and so forth. You trust him, or these people who are 100% untrustworthy and are totally cynical and lie to you all the time, right? They could all, like the entire GOP Congress could campaign on ending H-1B visas, and they will never do it, ever. They will never do it, right? They don't care about it at all. It's a cynical ploy to attack Trump. That's what it is. Fundamentally, that's what it is. Because they know they know all the same things that I know. They know what he's able to do regarding H-1Bs and not able to do. And they know he's bumping up against what he's able to do. And so then they can attack on that because they know he can't do more than he is. So now they can attack him.
They're trying to attack him from the right?
From the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they're not going to do anything.
No, I know.
You know, all of these people, like Chip Roy is one of them. Right. I know some people in Texas like Chip Roy, but
isn't he decent? I thought he was good.
He's all right. But he's been like pro immigration, pro-legal immigration. But tough on illegal immigration. And then whoop, all of a sudden, right, light bulb goes on. Now we got to be against H-1Bs. Mike Lee, who, there's the famous picture of him in the Capitol Rotunda with like 3,000 Indians surrounding him. Loved H-1Bs his entire career, right? I mean, Utah, right? Salt Lake City, that place loves the H-1B visa, right? All the big corporations there. And all of a sudden, oh, well, we need to pause it. We need to stop the H-1B visa, right? Like, can you not see what's going, like a play is being run on you here, right? These people are not sincere at all in any of this stuff.
I think they're trying to shore up the center. The whole thing with Tucker Carlson and Fuentes and canceling him was a way to push away the extremities. I think there's a lot of that.
So they thought, yeah.
No, I think that they're trying to get the extremes of the Republican Party and cancel them and get them out,
totally
remove them.
Yeah.
Go back to safe 90s politics.
They're not going to be able to do that though. And so do you think this is a hedge then on that strategy?
I don't know. It's hard to know what to make of it. I also think that they actually do fear for their own political futures, and they know that H-1Bs are no longer popular. And they might even just try to get Indians in through some other mechanism.
Yeah, that'd be what they would do, right? They'll cancel that visa and then set up.
They'll just create up a new way to do it. This is why, like, some of the very extreme people who are blackpilled on this are like, look, if you want to save our country, you just have to start rounding them up. Like, you don't even need ICE to do it. Just make up some state of. You're bombing Venezuela right now,
right?
Like unilaterally.
Yeah. Well, they haven't yet, but yeah.
Well, they've been bombing the fishermen or whatever.
The fishermen, the fishermen. Okay, yeah, they're fishing with fentanyl.
Well, like you just make stuff up and for arrest,
and then you just do it. Yeah,
that's where the American right is.
The American right is there, but we don't have the political mechanism to be able to do it, right? Because again, if there were Venezuelan soldiers crossing the southern border right now, they would do something. Yeah.
So the problem is that they don't equate it as a state of emergency.
Yeah. Well, Stephen Miller he made that argument.
Yeah.
That these are actually like Tren de Agua is a paramilitary of the Venezuelan government.
But 2 weeks ago, when I wasn't here or whatever, we had these elections, right?
Yeah.
And all of these extremely far left people won in New York, in Maine, in Kentucky, and like other places. Is that a state of emergency?
In Kentucky?
I just made that up.
Oh,
Missouri. There was another Midwest state, Ohio, maybe. I don't know. There's another Midwest state that
New Jersey and Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah, that's not a Midwest.
There was another Midwest council member.
Maybe there was. I don't know.
You want to know something funny?
What's that?
I was flying out of Bangor. And the night before we flew out to come back here, they had a new councilwoman win, and she had been arrested 3 years prior or 5 years prior.
Oh yeah, I saw this
for murdering a tourist like myself that she considered too right wing.
Yeah, no, she said like he was making fun of her for being, American Indian or something.
Yeah, and I was like looking at my Twitter feed, and I'm flying out. I'm a tourist. She has power now. It's gonna be like a standoff. Like,
why is this person not in prison? Much less, but it's like you're in Maine. If you claim someone said some like racial slur to you, like that's what I'm saying. Justification for murder.
I was tweeting out bangers in the airport.
Yeah, bangers and banger.
It was crazy.
But
living on the edge.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean that I think like the elections were kind of the beginning of the like doom spiraling, where everyone's like, oh, it's over, it's terrible.
Everybody thought Trump was going to step in and prevent Mem Danny from winning. If it's that much of an emergency, make something up.
You don't even need to make anything up. Like, he should just be deported. He's a communist. We have the laws on the books, man. Right? He can be denaturalized and deported. He's quite literally a communist. That is on the books. You can do it. But why doesn't it happen? It isn't even just like, oh, well, Trump doesn't have the will. Like, you just have to game theory the whole thing out. All right, he instructs the DOJ to arrest Mamdani, charge him as an enemy alien.
They would refuse.
And maybe they would refuse, but say they did. Say he says, no, I'm the president. You're going to do what I say. And they do it. Right. They bring the charges against him. What's going to happen? The very first judge you see is going to immediately throw it out.
That's why you should have been setting the precedent of ignoring the judges.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I just keep defending Trump all the time.
This is fun.
But you ignore, like, he ignores ignores Judge Boasberg, and then what happens? Right? What will happen? He ignores Judge Boasberg. What would happen?
Well, yeah, what would happen? I don't know.
Within a week.
Let's find out.
No, we don't need to find out because we know what would happen.
Okay, they would try to impeach him.
All of the Democrats in the House and most of the Republicans would vote to impeach him. Right. Thomas Massey would vote to impeach Donald Trump. Guaranteed. That's
I'm not arguing.
it's not, it's a hypothetical, so we can't bet on it. But if we did, I would win that bet. And,
but I'm not. Yeah, I agree with you.
And it would go to the Senate, all the Democrats, and half of the Republic, like 25 Republican senators at least, would vote to remove him from office. That's what would happen. Right. His presidency would be over.
Yeah.
That's what would happen. That's why he doesn't.
Why would he leave? Would Protestant Franco walk away with his tail between his legs?
He doesn't have
he has the military.
I don't think he does.
You don't think he does?
I don't think he does. Right. You need to have the military, you need to fire 90% of the Pentagon.
So why haven't they? No political will?
I don't think they can.
See, this is the thing.
Again, like you don't have the political capital to be able to do that.
That's the debate.
Right? You simply don't.
You need 2 years to set up loyalists. That's the thing. He doesn't have
you don't have the time to set up all the loyalists to be able to do that. And so even if he were to attempt a coup d'etat,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not endorsing this.
But we're just doing some hypotheticals here. Like, even if you were to attempt a coup d'etat, now you would have probably 40 million Americans that would be, crawl over broken glass supporting him, but the rest would not.
It's not really about what the masses think.
No, it's not.
It's about what, like, the people and like the institutions think.
Yes.
Whether they would support him. There's very few.
And who would?
Because here's the other thing. The banking class would not support that.
Oh, absolutely not.
He would have no financial resources to do what he wants to do.
No.
His credit card would run dry immediately.
No, exactly. Like, it would everything would be shut off.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, like, you don't have, like, even if you had, like, the actual trigger pullers in the military, the combat troops, where 80 or 90% would be on his side no matter what.
Well, you could throw everything in XRP and fund everything
in crypto. Yeah. But you would,
that would be funny.
Like, I don't think you have.
You could use the Trump coin.
Yeah, Trump coin. That's right.
Melania coin. Take over
the Barron coin.
Take over U.S. military.
But
this is not investment advice.
No, don't do it. I don't think it's there. I think so.
I agree with that.
You're running into
so therefore
you can't do those
MAGA
things.
Is dead.
So you have to do these things, right? You're constrained by. I mean, even just looking at, like, I don't know if you saw the Tucker video this morning. Everyone should watch that.
You don't know if I saw it. Yeah,
I'm assuming you didn't.
I did, actually.
You did
the first time,
man. The first time ever you've watched a thing that I told you to watch.
Yeah.
It's obvious that the FBI is covering something up.
Yeah.
Like, that's like with 100% certainty that that's the case.
Cash App is not our guy.
And then the gradations below that, it's like, well, Thomas Crooks went to a gun range that was often visited by FBI agents at the same time he was there. That's suspicious. His YouTube history, which Tucker was able to find, which the FBI said he had no online presence, but it turns out he does.
They either knew and they're hiding it, or they didn't know.
But it's either one.
Yeah,
I think it's more. I think it's more than that, right? Especially the YouTube thing, where all of a sudden he gets this buddy on
Yeah.
YouTube that he's constantly talking to. What was the name?
I forget. Yeah.
But they traced it to like a Swedish anti-fascist group.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you have to understand, like, the entire anti-fascist movement in Europe is full of feds, and the one in the United States
Because
is
as
as well.
Paul Gottfried says, anti-fascism was a creation of the United States government.
Yes. Yes. So it's chock full of feds, and it's not chock full of feds because of like COINTELPRO type stuff where they're like, oh, we're monitoring them and trying to subvert them. It's like, no, you're leading them, right? You're provoking them. You're helping them to organize. And so, right, it's not a very far leap to think, all right, this kid's plugged into Antifa networks internationally and connected to the feds domestically. And all they would have to do is be like, yeah, go to Butler, Pennsylvania, and go to this building.
Be a hero. Yeah.
And we'll have it ready for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Totally, that's totally.
And because so many, I mean, we were on a stream, you and me and Paul Gottfried and Stephen Wolf were at a conference the day that it happened. And so we just, did a live stream quick when it happened. And like the very first thought I had is like, Donald Trump has done hundreds of outdoor rallies, probably close to 1,000 outdoor rallies in the 10 years that he's been president or been running for president. And the very first one that a guy shows up with a gun, he's able to penetrate the security perimeter and get shots off.
Yeah.
What are the odds? Right? What are the odds of that happening? Now, maybe there were some that did come with guns that got caught. And we never heard about it.
Did you see the part where he was flying the drone over?
Yeah.
And their detection system was down.
Oh, randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, you can't, like, the Trump Gulf, like Mar-a-Lago, like, you can't fly drones near there.
Mm-hmm.
You do, and like the Secret Service will show up immediately if you try to fly a drone over Mar-a-Lago or the White House or something like that. And it'll just fall out of the sky. And so, what are the odds that it just happened to be down? What are the odds that the security perimeter didn't extend to that building?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, well, the Secret Service was in on it, and so was the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's why. But it just leads to like the bigger question of why is Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, right? Why are they assisting the cover up? Yeah. Right? They're supposed to be these deep state warriors fighting the deep state, the regime.
I watched another clip where they asked Dan that question and he like really fumbled. It was awkward.
Yeah.
Was that in the Tucker thing?
That was, yeah.
That was awkward.
Very awkward.
Yeah, he had.
Because you guys are usually like very smooth operators.
No, he's a radio host, right? Like that was his thing.
Yeah, like they're smooth operators, man, and not there.
That was crazy.
It's weird, and it's like, well, because they know, they know that the FBI. I mean, and some of it is like, you think through like the reasons why they would zip the lip on these things, right? One is they don't want the scandal to get out because like. What would happen there, right? I mean, you would hope there would be.
That's what we voted for.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that 100%. But like there'd be a huge freak out, and like the FBI would be destroyed, and it's like, yep.
Oh man, that'd be terrible.
Yeah. What a shame. Anyway, right. On the one hand, right, that would happen. Or. Is it, and this is just plain devil's advocate here. I'm not coping. I'm not trying to Kash Patel's the guy, he's great. Not saying that. But say for sake of argument, like they knew this all went down. If you wanted to like prosecute it and like put people in jail, right, you wouldn't talk about it publicly before you had the case ready to go and take all these people down. Right. So that's like the only, like the tiny sliver of hope.
Yeah.
That maybe that's
2
the case.
years, like that's,
or it's been over a year and a half. But I'm highly skeptical of my own argument that I'm making. Like, what are the odds of between those two things? It's like, no, they're just going to cover it up and pretend it goes away.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it is. Also this week, the Epstein emails came out. Did you see any of those?
I saw clips.
Yeah, he was just a standard like libtard.
Yeah.
Like he was like it was like oh, Donald Trump is Hitler, he's evil, we hate him. Like that's and like it's funny because they leaked him out to try to like make it look bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you in Valhalla, brother. That was
so funny.
that was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life.
And then nothing happened.
Yeah. Well, hold
Here comes
on.
the white pill.
Hold on. This is a white pill from Eric Schmidt, not from Trump. So we could take it to the bank.
I don't criticize Eric Schmidt.
Yeah, I'm never gonna.
He's my guy.
Yeah, never, ever, ever. And if you do, I will. Can I say this on YouTube? I will kill you.
Oh wow.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I won't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do murder of a friend over Eric Schmidt. But
What would you do murder of me over?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's not true.
Total CJ loyalty. Decorating before Christmas.
What if I took away all your nicotine pouches?
Ooh, that might do it. That might do it, man. No, decorating too soon for Christmas. That might be the one.
No, I'm a champ in that department.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, we're lockstep there. But yeah, I think like Schmidt has been posting about the process, and it's a long, arduous process to get Antifa declared a foreign terrorist organization. And you might think, well, this is just like, you're arguing over terms. Like, why was this important? And it's majorly important because it unlocks every power in the federal government, right? All the Patriot Act stuff, everything that was set up during the War on Terror years.
Hadn't they had labeled it domestic terrorism a few weeks prior, right?
Yeah, which is very easy to do.
Yeah,
comparatively.
And then they're still doing like insurrection in California, and there's been no federal response.
No, I know. Like
what's going on?
Like a TPUSA event. What was it? Where was that at? It was
in California, right?
Where in California though? Was it Berkeley or?
Oh yeah, Berkeley.
I think it was at Berkeley. And yeah, a bunch of people got beat and bloodied. And it's like, yeah, all of those people should have been rounded up. And they haven't been.
They did open an investigation and send them a stern letter.
Yes, that's true. That's true. They got a mean letter in the mail. But no, I think like ultimately what it comes down to, it's like, okay, like low-level losers, throwing them in jail would be gratifying.
True.
For sure. But what you want is the funding of it, the organization, to be completely destroyed. Right? If you have to choose between one or the other, right? Which do you do? And this is one of the criticisms of Trump that's valid. That actually I think Nick Fuentes made on Tucker is like, it's really stupid to rile up these people and get them agitated to the point that they do violence and then do nothing in response. Right. Like it's a major, major error. And it's like this question mark from the first administration to now, right? Why is nothing done? Right. And I would argue like, because nothing can be done. Right, because you have the entire federal government is on the side of Antifa, right? The permanent unelected managerial regime is on their side. They don't obey the president.
This is the
and
one.
He can't fire them.
This is the one like MAGA is not dead argument that I would make is it takes a decade to prepare yourself to go all the way.
Yeah, I mean
that's the actual argument.
The managerial regime is so massive that. Like you need like I would decades. Like
you pull the trigger too early, you will never ever have a shot again. Yeah. You'll never have an opening.
Exactly.
That's the one argument.
Right. I don't think it's 10 years. I think it's 20 or 30 years of like Trump and Vance and then Barron or whomever else. Right. Of MAGA people being in power in the White House and slowly building up loyalists in Congress.
You try a coup and you fail, we're dead.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't. Yeah, like you have to.
I mean that.
Yeah,
they will wipe out any potential resistance. All of our Twitter feeds will come under heavy scrutiny.
You will go to prison for your Twitter if he tried a coup.
Yeah, because what it would do.
Look what they do with J6.
It would bring exactly. It would bring all of us into the spotlight. Yeah, I have a couple more minutes.
Yeah, I do too. I've got to go too. But we had a super chat that
Got it. I'll do it.
let's find it. I saw we had a super chat. Okay. MAGA was simply Fox News and Daily Wire holding up a mirror to lefties. It never stood for anything. MAGA was never sentient. Good riddance. I mean, that's probably your opinion. From C Runner 12.
No, that's not quite. That's not quite my opinion. MAGA was a vehicle for us to express our frustration with Daily Wire and Fox News. It actually served a purpose.
Yeah, I think so.
And it allowed a lot of us to radicalize in a legitimating way.
Yeah.
Because if we had never had any Trump, there would have been no opportunity for us to point into Washington and say, actually, he represents what we have, and what we have is normal and good and right and historically legitimate.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it did. So I think MAGA did serve a purpose.
Well, and even just like Trump in general, right? Do you think Nikki Haley would be crowing about H-1Bs or any of these snakes in DC if Donald Trump had never been a thing, right? If he had just been a TV reality star and we had President Hillary Clinton for 8 years and then President Biden after that, like, no, like, could you imagine where the GOP would? I mean, as much as I hate the GOP in general, as we all should, can you imagine how much more pathetic they would be without Trump?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, I think the hard thing is the hard thing with the Zoomer. Love the Zoomers. You know, I'm a Zoomer, just like Robert Pattinson. Did you see that clip where Robert Pattinson? You know who that is, right? The actor.
No.
He was in Twilight, your favorite movie series. He was also in Harry Potter, your other favorite movie series. He is 39 years old. He's actually 6 days younger than me. He was born May 13th, 1986. And he's on this. He's in this.
Why do you know that?
Because I looked it up to see how old he was. I'm like, hey, he's like 6 days younger than me.
Chat, make sure nobody ever forgets that he knows this.
That I know Robert Pattinson's birth date. Well, you bet my son. He has everyone's birthday memorized. And so anyway, he's in this interview and he's like, yeah, I'm a Zoomer. And like, what? It's like, no, it's like a mindset, you know? And so me too, man. I'm a Zoomer. We love our Zoomers. But the problem with Zoomers is like if you're 25 right now, you were a teenager, right? You were in high school when Donald Trump ran for president. You were like 11 years old during the last presidential election before that with Mitt Romney, right? And so you have no memory of what the GOP was like pre-Trump, like none whatsoever, and how pathetic and bad it was. It was so, you know, Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, and who's Mitt Romney's? Oh, Sarah. No. Paul Ryan was his running mate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and before that was like Sarah Palin. She was like the most MAGA-y figure that there was at that point. But like,
Did you know Stephen Miller was on Michelle Bachmann's staff?
Oh, he was.
Yeah, did you know
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
If only I had run into him when I was in Minnesota.
You know Robert Patterson facts. I know Stephen Miller facts.
Yeah, I guess that's the difference between you and me.
We are not the same.
We are not the same. I'm never gonna live that down. So anyway, like they don't remember what it was like, and so I can understand like the disappointment in Trump, because it's like, oh, it's not what we thought it would be. Like, we want so much more than this, and it's like, dude, I get it. I totally get it. But the gap between like where all our young guys are and Trump was like 10 times wider between where we were, 2012 pre, becoming right wing, right? When we're just like libertarians, between us and like Mitt Romney, it was like 10 times wider of a gap.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you only knew how bad things used to be compared to where they are now, like it is just like night and day difference. Like there's actually some hope. There's actually some hope that things might get better, even if things don't happen the way that we want them to.
Super chat.
Another from Daniel Woodard. What is Robert Pattinson's favorite color? That didn't come up in I watched a 10-second clip of Robert Pattinson interview that was on my Twitter. That's all I don't know. Probably black. I don't know. I liked him as Batman. I thought that one was okay, even though like it was everybody hated that movie. CJ knocked doors for Rick Santorum. Is this true?
It's not true. I was anti-Santorum. That was in my cringe libertarian phase.
Yeah, I was
Rick
against him.
Santorum was actually not terrible though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did not like Rick Santorum because of like libertarian reasons
Yeah.
at the time, but now I look back and I'm like, he actually was not as bad as
he was
people
ahead
thought.
of the curve on immigration, actually.
And way ahead of the curve on like gay marriage and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I mean, that was his bailiwick,
Yeah.
and we lost that you know,
Mhm.
cultural battle.
Mhm.
But yeah, he was actually somewhat decent on immigration. And so yeah, I mean, the other thing, did you see Vish Burra's tweets?
I really need to take off, dude.
You said 3:15.
I did.
Yeah, that's what you told me, and you were late.
Let me
Right, we
text some-
started it late
Let me text my
because of
people.
all right, you text your people, right? Talking about Susan Lebovitz Edelman, right, is behind the entire campaign to oust Kevin Roberts from the Heritage Foundation by using her leverage as a recent big dollar donor to take control of the organization. Right. So she and her husband's like foundation has donated lots of money. She's like a billionaire. Her husband's
Who's
a
this?
billionaire. She goes by Susie Shofar on Twitter. But she donated $400K to Heritage in like the last month or two. But before that, you know, she donated lots of money to Media Matters, the AJC, and HIAS. Right.
Yeah, there's
So all these left-wing organizations, she has been donating to for years, and then all of a sudden says, "Hey, I'm going to throw some money at Heritage." And by the way, I don't care about anything conservative. I don't care about anything right-wing. All I care about is Israel. You got to get rid of this guy, right? And it's interesting because she was going after.
he's still there, right?
You know who else she's given money to? James Lindsay.
Oh, really?
Yes. She
Hold on.
she was going after William Wolf.
Hold on. Is Kevin Roberts still? He's
Still there. Yeah.
and he's safe.
I don't know.
That's interesting. Like, there's obviously a counter. See,
Right.
this-
So here, she tweeted this a day ago. I just learned that Kevin Roberts wrote real Donald Trump a letter on August 29th, 2025, urging him to award Pat Buchanan the Presidential Medal of Freedom. A few months ago, earlier, he co-authored an article with H.H. William Wolf, asking Trump to remind
with
America.
H.H. William Wolf.
She has some screenshots, and I'll read them.
Oh, good.
Asking Trump to remind America that Christ is king. Interesting. Are the trustees really going to blame this all on a chief of staff? Who's supposed to manage whom? So she posts the letter, and then Kevin Roberts and William Wolf in the Daily Signal writing that article. And then she posts William Wolf, a screenshot of him screenshotting Samuel Perry freaking out about my book with Torba and Stephen Wolf's book about Christian nationalism. And then a James Lindsay tweet, which she cropped out James Lindsay, saying, where William said, "You know what beach I love? Hilton Head." That's when people were like freaking out about any alliteration with that letter of the alphabet. And
It's
of
a
course,
troll.
yeah,
It's a troll.
William was like trolling James Lindsay
Yeah.
over that. And so anyway, she attacks William Wolf to attack Kevin Roberts. But it's like, yeah, you donate a big chunk of money to Heritage, even though all you've ever supported is far left stuff, like the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society, big donor there. But then all of a sudden, no, I'm going to give money to Heritage to make sure that the only thing they care about is Israel. Right. And interesting. Like she like helped fund James Lindsay's like big break with the fake papers and stuff. And so, and like gave money to new discourses and things like that. And so it's very friendly to Michael O'Fallon and all of that. So you can kind of connect the dots to why James Lindsay went and took a trip to go touch a wall. Right. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Right. He's being paid to. So anyway, that's why he hates Tucker. It's why he hates us. That's why he hates anyone who is willing to tell you the truth.
My contramundum vow is that I will never touch the wall.
No, I'm not going to either. Yeah.
Contramundum promise.
Yeah, that would be one thing I would.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
No touching of walls and no Diwali festivals. That's the contramundum code. Right. We should go touch the wall of the Memphis Bass Pro Shop. That's what we should go. Go honor America. So anyway, we have a short episode today. Everyone was we were on 2 hours last week.
Yeah, I know.
Because
you can do more without me here.
Yeah, I know. I'm not beholden to your
I should
schedule.
just be like Gary and just leave.
Just get up and go. Yeah. Well, we didn't play our ad.
Play
You
it
got to
real
play
quick.
the ad.
Then we'll
All right.
bounce.
Gary 27, play the ad. And then we'll close.
This is Dave. Dave is dead. When he wasn't, he was a successful businessman with a rather large estate. This is Ben. As Dave's son, Ben has just inherited a logistical nightmare. Dave wasn't exactly organized with his estate. Sorting through folders, receipts, and records, a hunting lodge in Montana, a 401k, lots of investments, several bank accounts, and of course, taxes. Ben was overwhelmed. Enter Joe Garrissey of Backwards Planning Financial. When Ben called Joe and explained everything, Joe replied,
"No problem. That's easy."
And somehow it was. With Joe's guidance, Ben was able to put a robust financial plan in place which helped mitigate risk and bring order to the chaos, while building wealth, organizing his estate, easing the tax burdens, and cutting unnecessary costs. He helped Ben do something Dave never did: plan ahead. Starting at the end and working backwards, Ben now has a plan for his own family. Now his kids won't go through what he did when he eventually... Backwards Planning Financial. Start planning for your death before you're gone.
All right, we're back. All right, so what are we going to do this weekend then?
You want my plan? You want my schedule? What do you
I don't want your schedule, but like what's
what do I have
what's
going?
what's going to happen in the future here?
What is going on?
I don't know. I've got a big event in Nashville tomorrow.
Do you?
Did I tell you about that? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. For the Delphica Society. Yeah. Big night out. So,
Isn't the American Renaissance thing this weekend?
is it?
Thought so.
I don't know about that.
I'm not going to that.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure Phil's going to be sitting out there holding a camera waiting for you to show up there. But no, you're not going to be there. Neither will I. He probably wants to find out where our secret meeting where I get to hang out with Ricky Vaughn, where
Ooh,
that's
that
going to
sounds
be.
fun.
Yeah, you want to go?
Maybe.
All right.
I
I can get you a promo code.
I have. Did you get a commission?
No.
We're like doing a live pitch right here.
Yeah, it's so if you're in Nashville, go to the Delphica Society Twitter page and you can get a ticket and go. And so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna hang out with all the best
man.
posters. Yeah.
Might go burn stuff.
Did you get a permit?
Nope.
You got in trouble before because
I
you
got
didn't.
title told on.
Oh, I know because you didn't have a permit, man.
You know what happened when the guy showed up?
What's that?
He laughed and said, "Don't worry about it."
That's awesome.
Yeah, the
Love
people,
Tennessee.
the people around here, they know like that. There's just a few like loud heads that
Yeah.
are just going to complain all the
Yeah,
time, and they
yeah.
think it's hilarious. So
Yeah. Oh well. Can't. If you're loved by everyone, that's a problem.
yes,
But yeah. So that's gonna be an exciting Saturday night. Going to that, and there's gonna be live country music.
nice, like real country or like Taylor Swift.
No, the real thing. It's not. Did you know that the top country song right now is completely AI?
Really?
Like the singer is not a real person.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're
but
back.
like, no, it's like that's indistinguishable from like the last 20 years of country music anyway. Right. Like it's just what has Nashville been but a human algorithm to just churn out
Slop.
slop for people. Like
Slop.
there's not any like creative, like if you want to find like unique creative songwriters and things like that, you got to go to like some dive bar in Nashville to listen to some guy you've never heard of. And you'll actually find really talented, impressive people there. But that they're not going to be signed to a record company because they want to just like install some pretty girl and give her like fake music backup,
fake music and fake money.
That's
All
right. Yeah, all of it's fake, all of it's gay.
But it's not fake.
Contramundo, totally real, totally non-homosexual, because we don't go through the TSA scanner. Did you see all the TSA people got a $10,000 bonus? Right, that's the gay beam bonus. That's what that is. All right,
talk about a black pill. All right, let's go.
And on that note, all right, everyone have a great weekend. We will see you Monday.
I can't commit.
Maybe Monday. All right, everyone stay peacefully dangerous, and we'll see you next time.